Yeah, welcome heroes. We just finished this week's episode of My Hero Academia.
Now we are all caught up on the manga, but there will be no spoilers discussed ahead.
Subscribe and tune in each week for our reactions.
This week it was episode 6 of season 4, A Difficult Conversation.
Dun dun dun!
Conversations is pretty much all we got in this episode.
That's basically it. We got everybody in the beginning. They were like, oh, we're all going to work together. This is interesting.
They made that strangely sinister. They're like, we're on the same train. We're walking to the same place. And then the big three were already there. I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
And then they walk in like dorks and everybody's in their hero costume and all the high
school. They're just in their uniforms. Like, we just came from school. Hi, awkward.
We're children.
Yeah. Don't forget.
They made it just very dramatic for absolutely no reason.
It's whatever. Like.
So yeah, I mean, we went from, obviously a very high intensity episode to something more relaxed, to where it looks like we're getting another relaxed episode next week too. So I think it looks like we're building on a train here to see where it goes at this point.
But it's that build up. We gotta go save Eddie. She's in danger. I love how Deku just like felt so upset. He was like, I had her. I had her.
And then should really feel upset.
And then Night Eye was like, I take all the responsibility. But it was your fault, Deku. You totally had her.
It's like their mistake, but it's definitely Night Eye's like responsibility. But I like that everybody was like, well, Night Eye, why don't you just use your, like, seeing the future vision? He's just like, why don't you guys be some goddamn heroes? Like,
using your problem.
Why put the responsibility on me? Like, there's a whole room filled with heroes.
I know they nerfed his power a little bit when they explained it, and here they just give it the big nerf of like, oh, once a day, and he's only got an hour to use it.
24 hours, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't like, because this is starting to put, like, really synthetic limits on heroes' powers. That's like that's like if they were like, well, Deku can only use his power for a time limit, except we know they're not going to do that because he needs to be able to use, because then he just pushed past it, right?
Yeah.
Giving other heroes these like strange time limit, like fast rules.
It's weird.
I don't like it, but
I think though, with a power like Night Eye's, if you had unlimited and untapped potential to see the future,
it would be a little unfair. But I'm just like, maybe give him like 3 chances and he's good. Like, 3 strikes you're out. But just 1 hour, like 24 hours.
But if he can know like all of like, I think maybe it's more along the lines of maybe he hasn't decided to grow his power because of what happened with All Might.
Possibly.
That's true. Yeah.
If anything, that could absolutely stun you, your biggest hero, and it's like, okay, maybe I don't want to like increase my power after this, because maybe there is that potential, but who knows?
I guess it just becomes that way you write it, like, if he can only do it once, like in the description, right? He's not gonna push past and do it twice.
Yeah.
But if he could have done it 3 times, I could have seen them being like, oh, in the moment he like reached her that 4th or something. Yeah. But it's fine. It's just
But it sets up something good.
Yeah, it sets up good stuff, and I think it's also just Horikoshi being like, maybe this power was too strong when I came up with it. And I need to,
or maybe I don't know how to finish writing the end of this.
Yeah, that could possibly be it.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Miryu's power. He's like, yeah, he can phase through things, but it's really tough, and it's really tough.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. To be fair, I'm just waiting for him to phase in, catch her, and then boom.
Boom, we're done.
Boom, we're done. We're done.
But he can't phase her through the walls.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly. Nerfs.
Nerf.
But it's good. We meet a lot of new characters. Fat Gum stands up and
he's massive. I did not realize he was like he's a big boy. Even the girl said, "Oh, he's round and cute," but I didn't think he was like 20 feet tall compared to everybody else.
I love his reference to the old days. He was like, we used to bust people like this in the old days. Like, Fat Gum, like, bare knuckle, like, fighting crime.
This was before his hero days. He was like, I really did some messed up stuff. But now I'm good.
But we get Lock Guy. We get Centipede Guy, who's got an awful voice.
When I first read it in the manga, I really thought he was going to have, like, this deep, demon-like voice. Now he sounds like a bug, and I'm very disappointed.
We couldn't get through it.
Just cringe, like, goosebumps. Ugh, it was...
I will say, I loved the panels in this episode too, with like Eri and like everything with the mask going over her.
Yeah,
and
that was really good.
All of the scenes were absolutely beautiful. And
explaining.
I think they're creating, without us actually really meeting Eri a lot, they're creating this like very strong emotional tie from the audience to her, just visually, and I think that's super important. Obviously, with the whole ending card as well.
Yeah,
and still really not knowing anything about her, and I'm excited.
It makes Chisaki scarier too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I already find him scary, but
the first with like the crow beak and everything, and it was just like was yellow and purple. I think. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I remembered that scene specifically.
It's in the manga.
Is it? Okay. But
this is just more dramatic.
Yeah, it's colored here. It's got music. It's that whole thing they did with the feathers and stuff. A lot of that is built in.
I really like that.
Sure. I'm super excited to kind of see where they continue to go along the lines, like when she's actually in scene as well, because they're making it very, very dramatic. So I'm excited.
I'm interested to see his powers play out too. They went over specifically. He creates and like destroys things now.
Yeah.
And we saw him like kind of just destroy somebody
immediately.
But like seeing kind of what that is besides just a cut of blood on the wall is going to be interesting as well.
I'm just really interested in seeing Toga end twice because they did say, "Oh, we got
twice in that little shot."
Oh, I'm so excited for Best Boy, but
let us know who you guys are excited for in the comments below, and we will catch you next week.